That's right, no hanky panky.
Long sleeve.
Welcome, and thank you all for coming today. I'm sure you all are wondering why we're here. We are here to honor an amazing woman. I'm going to give out the award for Best Mom I've Ever Had. I'm the perfect one to give out this award because it is going to my very own mom, Janet Elaine Foster. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Jan and why she deserves this award so much. How many of you actually really know Jan? Who is she? She was born on February 25th in 1963. She's the youngest of 4 and is the only girl. She, in high school, had 4 best friends, and they all had J names. And so they were called the 5 J's together. She also likes to remind me about how involved she was. She always reminds me about how she was football queen her sophomore year and then the high scorer on her high school basketball team. She then, after high school, went to tech school and became a watchmaker. After that, she married Tim Foster and had 3 kids, myself and my 2 younger brothers. 4 if you count our dog Zoe, who my mom definitely treats as a person. She even gave her a middle name, Zoe Catherine Foster. Jan now runs a busy household and works at the Hand Center part-time. All this is great, but why does Jan really deserve this award? Jan is caring, hilarious, and probably the best person I've ever met in my entire life. She's so compassionate. She always puts everyone before herself. Everyone is always welcome at my house. And when you get here, you're always treated as part of our family. She always expects you to eat. Even if it's just a little snack, she just likes to know that her guests are taken care of. And she also loves to talk about anything. And if you know Jan, you really know that this is true. And she talks to anyone and cares about everybody most of the time. And as embarrassing as it is, you just have to get used to it when you're standing in line at the grocery store while waiting on her to finish a conversation with the person behind you, because you know it happens all the time. She's also one of the funniest people I've ever met. She can never tell you exactly where something is. It's always like, oh, it's next to that blue thing on the counter, when there's like 7 or 8 blue things on the counter. And then she also never really knows the right name for anything. So the other day, she was having me put these scissors in a bag, and so she's like, oh, Sarah, put them in booty first. I was like, Jan, you mean handle? And she's like, yeah, that's what I meant. And of course, we both started cracking up because it was hilarious. I even have a Twitter dedicated to the things that she says. It's @ThingsJanSays, and a hashtag to go with it, #ThingsThatJanSays. She also has a couple catchphrases that she uses quite frequently. Her 2 favorites are Lordy Negotians and Pooter Pooter Scooter Brown. Who even really knows what those mean? I don't know anybody who isn't happier after spending some time with Jan. She always does crazy things. And so we were at Walmart the other day, and of course we have to go down the clearance aisle, and so when we get to the end of the clearance aisle, she picks up a shake weight. And obviously she has never seen or heard of a shake weight before, so she picks it up and starts shaking it back and forth, and she's like, Sarah, you have to do this because it shakes your insides. I was like, what? And so of course I do it, and so we're both standing in Walmart shaking the shake weight back and forth, and I even had to make a video of her doing it, which I'll post on here later, just because it was so hilarious. But really what makes her deserve this award is what an amazing person she is. Growing up, her life wasn't perfect, but she took the good and the bad and just learned to be a better person because of it. And our family definitely isn't perfect, but whose really is? She always puts up with me, my dad, and my younger brothers, and she handles all the tough stuff better than anybody I've ever met. And she would still do anything in the world for us. She's been through so much and still stays so positive. She chooses to be happy and optimistic, and that's something that I really strive for as I grow up. She's always kind to everyone and really tries to make someone else's life better all the time. So let's give Jen a hand and bring her up here. Oh, I'm so honored. There's Jan for you. She really is the best mom I've ever had. She may be the only mom that I've ever had, but she still really is the best. She's always there for me, and I'm so lucky to have such an amazing woman in my life as my mom. And after all this, you finally know a little bit about Jan and why she deserves this amazing award so much. I really hope that all of you will take the time and think about your moms and be appreciative of how much that they do for you. Maybe give them an extra little hug and tell them how thankful you are for them. It'll really mean more to them than you will ever know. Thank you.